This Apple Watch band is $199, which is the same exact price as an Apple Watch SE. So, is this actually worth your money, or should you just get a second Apple Watch SE? Let's talk about it.
Thank you, Soundcore, for sponsoring this video.
I'm going to tell you the things I like, I don't like about it, as well as I researched all the questions on Reddit, and I'm going to try to answer as many of them as possible. We'll cover my personal experience, what my overall thoughts are, if you should or shouldn't buy this, how it feels when you wear it, what it looks like, does it pull your hair, does it scratch the MacBook, will it scratch the watch and other things that touch it, can you use this while showering, working out, getting it wet, getting it salty in the ocean, and then how do you look wearing it with different kinds of outfits. And I even found a knockoff version for $30 on Amazon, so I want to put them side by side to see if it's worth getting. So Apple did send me this new titanium Milanese loop in black to test with the new Ultra 2 satin black. It looks so clean, it just like matches. And at the beginning, I was like, this looks a bit weird. And I was struggling to open and close the latch. If you look at it, there's two pieces, so it won't open up if you press one or the other. You have to press both at the same time, and then it opens up. It does have a very satisfying click sound. So that I really enjoy, and then I just struggled to put it on and off. But now that I've worn it for a couple weeks, I've actually gotten used to it. So first off, as someone who runs and loves to work out, shower, sauna, sometimes go in the ocean, swim, and I actually shower with my Apple Watch on and just rinse it out and clean it out. What have I thought so far? First thing was, I kind of struggled to put it on and off because I do have a big wrist, so like trying to get it on with the full extension at the very top. It could be a little tight, but I got used to being able to take it on and off. It's not as easy as some of the other watches. Like if I use the Ocean Band, as soon as you unhook it, it just comes right off. Whereas this, I do have to slide it through my hand. So that was a bit of a thing to get used to. I have a massive Apple Watch tan. And then the second piece was hooking it in. So you do have to make sure the watch is there. I will slide this piece over. And then when I'm just doing everyday normal things, I like to keep my watch on the looser end. And if I'm working out and not using a chest heart rate strap, I will focus on making sure the watch is tighter. So right now it's a little bit loose, you know, when I'm running or moving around. But when I work out, I like to make the watch tighter. So it's like, oh, making this tight is a bit hard with one hand. But I learned I can open it up, I slide this latch open, and I just nudge it gently to make it a little tighter as I need. And I've kind of learned and gotten better at this. And now it's much tighter, so that way when I put it on, it's gonna stick. Scratches on the MacBook. So I have my MacBook here, and I have noticed some scratches on the edges, but I'm not sure if that's from the actual wristband or other watch bands, because these also have titanium, I think. And there is a stainless steel loop as well. So if I do like hit, like if this part is on the very bottom of the band and you're like resting your hand on your laptop, that's gonna potentially scratch your laptop. On the very, very edges, there has been shown like it's a little silver, as you can see. I'm not sure if that's from my watch, but I haven't seen it. Like if I'm just like even doing a little bit rough, like I don't see any scratches here. So far so good. MacBook, check. Hair, I am a little hairy, a lot hairy, depending on how much I've shaved my arms. So right now my hair is growing out. Sometimes I'll shave my arms entirely. But now because there is some length to it, I have had my hair gently get stuck in these gaps, but it hasn't like pulled my hair, and they pretty quickly come out. So that hasn't been too big of an issue. I've felt it a little bit. It's gotten better as I've worn it longer. I don't know if my hair just got longer. Slight issue, but not a bad issue. Durability for activity. So they told me that you can wear this when you're swimming, you can use it in the ocean, and because it has this dual latch system, I know a lot of people have lost their Apple Watches in the ocean. If you're not wearing the Ocean Band with like a dual lock system here, you might be susceptible to losing it. That you can wear this in the ocean, you get sand on it, sweat in it, it should be fine. I've been working out, wearing it 24/7. I sleep with this on, I run, I've ran 18, 20 miles with it on, and I haven't had any issues. So far it still looks clean, it hasn't scratched up at all. The only part that does look a little weird is the latch part here that opens up. You can kind of see, even if I try to rub it off, there are some scratches on the bottom. And I don't know if that's just from something a little bit harder than this titanium that scratched it, and now there's like a silver-ish coating. On the Ultra 2, there is a slight scratch right there on these two corners. I don't know what that's from, but just day-to-day wear, you can see the silver kind of pop out. So I guess that kind of same thing happened on the bottom of this band here too.
Now, being someone who's active and likes to work out, one important thing for me is getting music and being able to hear my surroundings, especially when I'm running in a city like New York City. And that's where I want to thank our sponsor, Soundcore. These are the new Soundcore AeroFit 2 with an adjustable fit and rich sound. Oh, they come in a couple select colors. I personally love their new green color. It stands out and pops. I love that the AeroFit 2 have an open ear design for breathable comfort and for allowing me to hear the world around me, especially if I'm biking in New York City, running in New York City. I need to be aware of my surroundings to make sure I don't run into anyone or no one runs into me. Another issue is my headphones can sometimes fall out when I'm running because I'm sweating so much. And since these wrap around my ear, they feel comfortable, they're adjustable, and they have a perfect fit for whatever size ears that I have. And when I'm I'm listening to music, I want to make sure that it's good quality music. And I love that the AeroFit 2 has rich sound with thunderous bass and high-res audio. And these headphones have a lot of charge. I can get 10 hours on a single charge and 42 hours with the charging case. Not only that, but it supports wireless charging. The adjustable and pressure-free fit has 4-level rotational ear hooks. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gentle, has soft liquid silicone, and it's flexible around my ears because I won't feel comfortable if it's putting pressure on certain parts of my ear. I wear glasses and I always thought it would interfere, but these are perfect because the ear hooks go down and it doesn't interfere with my glasses. So go click the link in my description if you do want to purchase them. I want to thank Soundcore again for sponsoring this video. It's brands like this who help make this channel happen.
Now let's wear it with a couple different styles. I've got kind of my everyday casual wear, fitness wear if I'm running or working out, some like street wear, trying to be like Gen Z kids, be youthful, and then a professional outfit wearing a suit, trying to look as fancy as possible, maybe go to a wedding. I know it's not the best suit, but this is kind of how I look in it. I think you're able to pull off most things with this watch. I don't love that there's the orange circle on the bottom of the watch as well as the orange button for the action button. I wish you could have it entirely black. Then it would be clean and a little more discreet and less visible. People might not notice it, it won't draw as much attention. But I think with this titanium Milanese loop, you can wear it when you're working out. You can wear it when you're going to a fancy dinner. And it's able to match decently well to all these conditions, which is one thing I love. My current favorite watch band is the Ocean Band. I've been loving wearing this a lot. I have multiple colors, and they did just release the all black version, which I'm excited to actually test out. I have a video testing all different bands linked up here. Watch that at the end. But having an all black band, I think allows it to be a cleaner. This is silicone, so it doesn't look as fancy. It gives off more of a sporty vibe. Whereas this titanium Milanese one gives off a little bit more of a professional, sleek, and sexy vibe. Now when it comes to price, the alternatives. Yes, you could buy the $30 Amazon band. Okay, pause. I ordered a $30 titanium Milanese loop from Amazon. It looks exactly the same. Look, it's like they copied it straight from China. Yo, you can buy, maybe this from Temu. Who knows the quality? This is the type of thing that you buy, you spend $30 on, and it just breaks instantly and your Apple Watch Ultra falls into the ocean and you never see it again. Why spend $200 when you could spend $29 on the Amazon version that looks almost exactly the same? Yeah, I'm pretty anti third-party bands most of the time, but the Amazon band is on the top, and you can just tell from the colors. It's definitely not the same black. So this is the Ultra. If I show you the Apple Watch, same colors, right? Same colors. If we swap with the Amazon band, as you can tell by the edges there, if you're spending $800 on a watch and trying to save money on the band, I don't know what to say to that. Okay, in terms of weight, this one is way heavier. It's almost twice the weight of the Apple band. So that's a big difference. Thickness. The look is almost exactly the same. They look and feel the same. It's impressive how quickly they copied this. That is very, very impressive. It's got the same latching mechanism to tighten and loosen. And then it's got the same triggers here. So one major difference is these are rounded, if you can tell. So they're soft to the touch. Whereas this one's a bit sharp. Oh, and they're weird. That's kind of weird. So this doesn't hurt, but these ones, that kind of hurts. It's a bit spiky and it protrudes outside. So whoever did the machining didn't do the best job. But even if you pull it out, this is Apple, this is Amazon. Different tips. It's very interesting. I think if you're trying to get the look of the titanium Milanese loop but not spend the money, this could be a good option. But you're not going to get the same build quality. Potentially sweat, water resistance are not going to be as strong and effective. And what? It's got this weird loop thing here too. Look at that. It's already broken. And I've only had it for 20 minutes. If you want to save money and you want to put your $800 watch on there, that's up to you. But that's what it feels like. Back to Shervin. I don't think you realize how light this Apple Watch band is. When I weigh it on the scale, you can see it's extremely light compared to everything else. The Amazon one is probably just not as high quality. I prefer only using Apple Watch bands and not using third-party bands, just because you're spending so much on the watch. Why cheap out on the band, especially if this part breaks and your watch just falls off? For me, that's not worth it. It's like spending a lot on a camera and not buying a good lens. Maybe it's a statement. Hey, I have enough money to buy this band. Obviously, it's not the most expensive band. One second. The Hermes Apple Watch band is actually one of the most expensive. I think this is like $469. Unboxing this soon. So this is not that expensive when you compare it to that, but it is pricey. You can buy an Apple Watch SE with it. Is it worth it? I think if you want a multi-versatile band, you could buy 2 new bands, right? I could buy the stainless steel Milanese loop. This is definitely much heavier. It's magnetic. It's easier to open and close. It's not going to be as secure for swimming, diving, working out. So this is probably just a watch band that I would use for fancy occasions. Then maybe I have my Ocean band for working out, going in the water. Cool. Now I have 2 watch bands that I need to switch between. Maybe I don't prefer that. I'm willing to spend the money. Instead of buying 2 watch bands, which both of these are $99 each, I buy 1 watch band, which is $199, and I can get the job done as both of these watch bands. So in my mind, if that's your goal, I want to look fancy and sleek and have an athletic watch band that does all those things in one place. The titanium Milanese loop is the way to go. This is built for the 49mm Apple Watch Ultra 2s, but in the Ultra, you can still use this with the 45 and the 46mm watches. If you have the Series 10, it just might look different. Actually, let's try that. Oh, yes. So here is the natural titanium Ultra. We have the Series 9 and the Series 10. So let's put that same band on these and just see. This is jet black. It's a bit shinier than the other black finish, but what we could do is take this band off, and now we're sliding it on the jet black watch. And yes, it's not made perfectly for this, but it works. So now we have the titanium Milanese loop, $199 on top of an Apple Watch Series 10. That looks interesting. I think it could work. It's not perfectly the same color, but it's close because this is jet black, different black than the Ultra 2 satin black. Now maybe you're crazy and you're like, hey, actually I prefer pink. Okay, cool. I like pink as well. I bought this series. Well, how does the titanium Milanese look on a pink watch? So now we have the pink Series 9. Obviously now you can kind of see the edges right here, the black and the pink, but it works, it fits. I don't know if this is the type of style you want to wear. I don't think it matches the sleek and sexy because of the watch colors. But maybe you want the black band on the natural titanium watch instead of the natural titanium color, because they have both. You could get the natural titanium with, oh, this is interesting. Obviously it's gonna pop a little bit. When you buy third-party bands, they're also probably not going to be the perfect color. That could be an interesting look as well. Not my favorite. I probably prefer to buy the natural titanium color version of this, but it can work. That's how it looks. If you do plan to buy this, I'll have an Amazon link down below if you want to use that. But since you enjoyed this video, go watch the video where I'm going to compare every single Apple Watch band. That'll be linked right here. We'll see you in the next one. Follow me on all the socials at Shervin Shares, Instagram, Twitter, X, at Shervin Shares. Peace.
Once again, thank you Soundcore for sponsoring this video. The links for their headphones are below.